Right, everybody. So we are transitioning. How about we all take a little stand-up stretch break? Let's just do a little shaking out of our hands, shaking our bodies, moving around. Yes. So we have one more incredible session, and then we will be officially moving our bodies and dancing. But I did want to get some blood flow because this one is super special. Yahli is one of my closest friends and honestly one of my role models. Yahli is incredible. She's a manifestation queen, and she was the founder and CEO of a company called I Inspire, which had over 20,000 people in it. And it was all about personal growth and personal development. And she had a morning show. She's a new age Oprah. And she's also a TEDx organizer. And now she is the creator of an upcoming organization called manifestors.com. So with that, Yahli, welcome to Emergence Festival. You have the full stage.
Yay, yay! Welcome, everybody. I am so excited to be here, and we have such a special exercise for you guys. Before that, really do take a breath in for a second, and with your breath out, I want you to release anything that doesn't belong inside your body right now. Anything. And on your next inhale, take a deep one and bring in like a fresh, new opportunity for perspective, to create, to be here present with everybody, and to manifest your 2021 in a way that you haven't manifested any other year. My experience today is called Manifest Your Year. And like, woo, chills, Lauren says. I love that. And I love seeing your beautiful faces as well. I'm so excited. I'm going to introduce myself and thank you, Chelsea, for your beautiful introduction. But today I want to create a really powerful interactive experience with you guys. So I just want to see a show of hands if you guys are willing to participate, whether it's writing things down, going into a breakout room and talking to some other people from here because we've got so many beautiful people. And are you willing to actively create in one area of your life today something that will allow you to manifest in 2021? You with me? All right, great. Perfect. I'm super excited for that. So as Chelsea said, my name is Yahli. I'm a coach, I'm an entrepreneur, I'm a TEDx organizer, and I'm founder of both I Inspire and the upcoming manifestors.com, which is going to be a multi-influencer place to be platform for people to practice manifestation on the daily, and that's in the works right now. And what I really do is I help people create daily practices, habits, and rituals, and all kinds of accountability systems to live in constant manifestation. And today I want to help you guys create a little bit of that for your 2021. And what we're going to do on this call, because it's really hard to crunch everything I want to do up into an hour, but I really prepared it in a way where you're going to be able to really take a look at whatever area of your life you want to manifest something special in. Okay? In order to do that, you're going to look at something you've already manifested in your life and kind of reverse engineer what you've done there, even unconsciously, because we're manifesting all the time in our lives. And that's what I tell people when they ask me about, why I call everybody manifestors. We're manifesting whether we want it or not at all times. Who agrees with me? And so we want to be conscious creators and really take the time, the energy, and the clarity that we need in order to manifest more consciously and make sure that we're directing our manifestation towards what we want so we can manifest even better and even faster. And so we're going to do that. We're going to reverse engineer what we've done in the past. We're going to be able to visualize our future, and we're going to do that through meditation. And then after having some shares in a breakout room as well, so you guys can get to know each other, I'm going to give you guys a little clarity mapper tool. It's going to be these different questions that you guys get to answer at the end that are going to help you understand exactly what you're committing to doing in order to manifest that thing, so that you walk away not only with the vision of what you want, but the clear steps of what you need in order to get there. And when you stay till the end and you use the Clarity Mapper tool, I'm going to gift you the same meditation that we do here today together, so that you can not only practice this in other areas of your life, but also revisit this as a daily tool for yourselves to visualize every day. Because we all know the more we visualize, the more we get to tap in to the feelings we want to have in our bodies, who we want to become when that future manifests, the more we can manifest that right now and feel those feelings right now, even before the manifestation happens. And the way the law of attraction works is really amazing. The moment we're really there, feeling-wise, feeling what our future ahead looks like and feels like in our bodies, and the less dependent we are on the manifestation having to occur in order to feel those feelings, that's when the manifestation happens. So who'd like to make that a practice in their lives for this year? Amazing. So yes, you guys are going to get a recording as a gift from me after this. All right. So now that we know what we're going to do today, I want to share like a short, brief story of just one of my many manifestations. You can go on to one of Chelsea's podcasts with me if you want to hear more manifestation stories. She and I shared a lot of them together, and it's been amazing, and we have some of those recorded. Yay, I love stories too. I know Chelsea's like the best listener in the world, by the way. She knows my stories by heart. But this one is one that's like a little more practical. I wanted to speak to something that might relate to all of you guys, because a lot of us are not only committed to manifesting in our lives personally, but also professionally, and we want to share our gifts and our art and, you know, reach more people in the world. And one of my greatest manifestations has really been creating a community of 20,000 people around the world and getting to, you know, host a call that reached hundreds of people daily, and then also going on a world tour and an American tour and hosting live events, and, you know, getting to sell my online programs and partner with people that I love and admire in the personal development industry. And for you guys, I want you to know this story because I'm sure you can see yourself in it. In 2014, it was when I had first birthed into the world that business, I Inspire. It started super organically from creating a 5-person conference call after attending a Tony Robbins conference and wanting to keep the momentum going, because you know how it is. You can go get this high, but then you go home and you want to keep yourself in the work. And my solution to that is just contacting 5 people that I was hanging around with and saying, hey, let's hop on a conference call every morning and practice these things, these meditations, give talks like we do at TED, and that will be a way for to keep each other accountable. And organically, that call just grew from 5 people to 10 people to 20 people to 100 people. I needed a Facebook group, and I was really seeing what was called for at any given stage. And before I knew it, I was also creating challenges and ways for people to make their dreams happen, and I couldn't even catch up. And at this point in 2014, I had about 1,500 people in the community. So it's still like relatively a baby to the size that it grew into. And I was creating another challenge, and I was telling people, I remember it was New Year's, like in January, somewhere like we are today. And I told people, all right, let's take on a challenge for manifesting this year 3 goals that really matter to us. And let's commit to those goals and take on that challenge together. And I remember one participant unmuted themselves and wanted to ask a question. And she asked, well, Yahli, what are your 3 goals? What do you want to manifest? And I was put on the spot because I was so busy hosting this experience for them. I didn't even really take the time to think of what it was that I wanted. But I decided, since I'm a role model to all the hundreds of people that are on that call, I want to take on big goals. And I'm sure I can see your faces. You guys have like big radical goals out there. Yeah, I can see yeses, exactly. And so for that year, what I wanted was to close down my real estate business. That was kind of like my solid, financial like system. But I wanted to close that down and like focus solely on I Inspire and the community I was creating, because I wanted to empower millions of people to live a life they love. I wanted to take a risk and go on a world tour and meet all the people and create live experiences for them. And then I wanted to put on my first live event in New York City, which was ambitious because I was a girl from Israel who's like, to me, America was this big faraway dream where people make all these things happen. For you Americans out there, you may take it for granted. And, getting there and having the funds and the resources and not knowing anyone, like that was a big challenge for me. So for me, that was a big declaration to make on a call with hundreds of people keeping me accountable. But what I did was I declared it out loud. So I asked the universe for what I wanted. I declared it out loud to all these other people. I visualized to myself what it must feel like to manifest that, what it's going to feel like to be on that world tour, what it's going to feel like to be able to focus solely on my business and believe that that's going to carry me through. What is it going to feel like to have my first live event and put my audience on stage giving their talks, becoming speakers, and having beautiful footage of themselves giving TED-like talks about, breakthroughs they've created in their life. And then I wrote down that vision after the call. I remember writing down my why, like what was it that's going to juice me up no matter what happens along the way to continuously go towards that mission, because there are always challenges. So I needed my why. That was my fuel. And then I wrote down who I wanted to become. Like who is the type of person that I have to grow into in order to have those types of manifestations. And then I wrote down a couple of things that helped me out as well. What were my resources that were available to me to help make it happen? Maybe it was, having community members that I can ask for help with, or maybe they can host me in their houses. Maybe it was even just tools or mentors I had. So what were my resources that were available to me? And then what are a few leaps, I would call them, because there's a few steps that I could take right now in order to create immediate, imperfect action towards those goals. And hint, you guys are going to get to do that today. And then I took the first step immediately. And what was beautiful about it is the moment that call ended and I wrote those things down and I started visualizing them daily, people from the community started calling me and offering me things. I didn't ask for it. I absolutely needed it. Or maybe I did ask for it, right, in my visualization, but not directly. And people offered me flights across the world. People, I remember someone offered me a buddy pass, which I thought was shady. I wish I took it. I didn't know what that meant, to an airline where I could travel around the world. They offered to host me at their houses. I even had two participants from Amsterdam. They were a couple and they flew all the way to Israel where I was, bought me a new MacBook Pro because my computer kept crashing on them on the calls, and a new Bose speaker. And they said, hey, we came here just to gift you this, and we also want you to start your world tour in Amsterdam. We're going to sponsor it and we're going to help you make it happen. And I did. I started it in Amsterdam, and from there flew to Canada. That was the next location where people waited for me with signs, and then flew to New York City, where a million other synchronicities had to come into place for someone to pro bono fly to New York City to capture my event on video, for people who were willing to be speakers to fly across America to come be there, and to manifest a venue without having any idea how I was going to pay for one, and it being mid-New York City, Manhattan, on Fashion Week, and still being able to have the right things come into place in order for me to put on that first live event. So all those dreams came through probably in the next 3 months, so over the span of 90 days. And that was just the beginning of, a whole lot of unbelievable manifestations in my career. And I later looked back and I reverse engineered what I did, and I understood, oh my gosh, we all have access to this type of thing. And I realized that in every other area of my life where I've manifested something amazing, I took the same steps. I did the same things. So perhaps there's just a way to systematize this and keep people accountable and make sure they're also surrounded by other manifestors like them. And if we could just apply those few little things in our everyday life, we can consistently manifest what we want. And I'm talking the big dreams. I'm talking the things that are the real leaps in our lives. So I hope when you listen to the story, you already kind of have an idea for yourself of what you want to, take the opportunity to manifest today. And I want you to look at your life and ask yourself if you can focus on the next 90 days at least on one area. And you can pick more areas later, but today we can only look at one. What's one area of your life that you'd like to focus on today? So just take one moment and think of that. What's one area of your life you'd like to focus on today? Is it career, relationship? Feel free to also be very specific about within the career what that is, or within the relationship, or within the connections, And as you're looking at that area of your life, I want you to think of what would you like to manifest in that area this year? And I want you to think big. Like, what could be really big? Like, it should send some chills down your spine as you think about it and make you slightly fearful. If you're not afraid, it's not big enough. It's something your heart really connects to. All right, sweet. Does everybody have an area of their life they thought of? Okay, amazing. Great. So what I want to do with you guys right now is I want to give you an opportunity before we get into the actual meditation that's going to help you guys reverse engineer what you've done before. I want to split you into breakout rooms where you can share this with each other. And you know what? Yeah, let's do that in that order. I want you guys to get to be on one-on-one, so groups of 2, right? And I want you to take 6 minutes, so 3 minutes each, to share with each other a little bit about this. And what you're going to do is I want you to take the first few seconds of hopping into that room to really believe that the person you wound up with is the perfect person to wind up with. Who's committed to that? There's a reason, okay? It all lines up perfectly. So for whatever reason, this is the person that's with you there. I want you to write down their names. And they're all on our Facebook group for this festival. And you guys can connect with each other later and follow up on this. And that's an opportunity for a good accountability buddy as an opportunity, as an option. So write down their names. That's the first thing you're going to do in that breakout room. And then each one of you take about 2.5 minutes to share with each other those 2 questions. And it's written here in the chat, okay? So the first one, again, is what's one area of your life you're focused on today in manifesting, and what would you like to manifest in that area this year? Okay, everybody clear on that? Now, if you have any time left over, what I would do is share one thing that once was only a dream and you have already manifested in your life. Because this will just help you prep yourself to remember that you already are a manifestor and you already know this stuff. It's going to prep you into that. And I want to invite you guys to turn on video if you're not on video. It'll just make the breakout rooms that much better of an experience. And I really want to invite you to participate in this because it's going to make it so much more special. However, if for whatever reason you can't get on video or can't get into the breakout room and you're staying here in this room, but you're still on here with me, please do this exercise for yourself because that'll give you the most out of this experience. All right, who's ready? I want you guys to actually unmute yourselves and I want to hear the readiness in this room. Who's ready to manifest?
I'm ready.
I'm ready.
Manifesto.
All right, I'm so excited. Okay, so we're about to hop onto these incredible breakout rooms, you guys. Go in there, make the best of these 6 minutes. I'll see you back here and we're gonna jump into meditation and you're gonna really get to create for yourselves and then you'll do the clarity tool. So go out there, click on that button, and in order to transport yourselves into that room, put your hands like this, out like this, and then weave them together. And then go like this, and it's going to transport you into the breakout room. You're going to see the button in just a moment.
I think they already went in there, but I love this idea. It's so cute.
All right. Enjoy, you
Sorry,
guys.
I missed the timing for a moment.
Oh, okay.
It's
Okay.
like a few seconds, I did it a few seconds earlier. Then,
Okay, we ready now, Fred?
yeah, they are in the breakout room.
Everybody's already in there.
Yeah, it's already. Yeah,
I missed the transition, but it was very
yeah
cute.
they catch it, but like maybe
I
some
couldn't
people
see
catch
because
it.
my
and some
video
don't.
was big, so I couldn't see. You guys, if you're back, put some movement in your body. Get ready for manifestation. Here we go. Yeah, if you have fun, you have fun in there. Let's unmute ourselves and acknowledge all the people who were in the rooms with you and yourselves too.
That was crazy. It was exactly who I was supposed to pair with.
Oh my gosh,
Ashtahe.
same. Ashtahe.
Hey,
So good, so good. All right, you guys. So I hope you had a good time. I hope it was great to hear everybody's desires and manifestations. I hope they were big enough and they gave you chills to listen to and they made you excited. We're going to go into the best piece right now, okay? And that is a manifestation meditation. And this is the same one that I'm going to gift you guys after this call. It's pre-recorded and it's meant for you guys to look back at something you've manifested in your life already and kind of reverse engineer how you did that. See that you already had in mind what you wanted, whether consciously or subconsciously. You were visualizing what it might feel like to be there. And after you have a look at that, you're going to be able to look at this thing you want to manifest in your future and begin feeling the feelings you're going to have when that comes through. So it's a 15 to 17 minute meditation. Everybody up for it? Okay, I was letting you know the time because I want you to get real comfortable. And when we end it, we're gonna do the clarity mapper to make sure that you don't just go out with like this buzz, but you have absolute clarity on what you need to commit to put these things into place. And you're gonna be able to hop onto the Facebook group after and share your experience and make sure everybody knows what it is you're manifesting this year. So I'm excited, I hope you are too. Sit down comfortably. Take a moment. This is your time. This is your best gift you can give yourself right now. I promise. I know you've been on this festival maybe for a while. Maybe you got all kinds of things on your mind.
You have all sorts of things in your mind?
I want the only thing to be on your mind right now is you and your future. You and what's possible for you in this area of your life for 2021. And the fact that we have a collective vibration here. And what happens when we all meditate together is we are going to channel frequencies of being in the receiving mode to the universe, and it's going to amplify that much more because you're surrounded by people at this same frequency, the same level of commitment, big players. Ashtahe, right? So let's create that space right here, right now. If for whatever reason it's uncomfortable for you guys to meditate right now, don't worry. I'm going to gift you all this meditation later. You'll get to do it again. So no perfection, but if you can, do your best. Okay, that's about 15 to 17 minutes, and we'll jump back and do the clarity mapper real quick. All right, get comfortable. Close your eyes. Take a deep breath in through your nose. This is going to be a recorded meditation. I'm going to do it right along with you because I got dreams. I got dreams too. Here we go. Relax. Close your eyes and take a deep breath in through your nose, becoming aware of your breath, and exhaling through your mouth slowly. Invite in the new oxygen, new power, and new energy through your breath slowly into your body, allowing the air to enter your body and flow slowly through your abdomen, all the way up to the top of your head, nourishing every cell, every organ, every part of your body. Letting go and relaxing more and more with every exhale. And now, take your hands and place them over your heart, becoming aware of your heart and breathing into your heart, bringing in gratitude and appreciation for every heartbeat that allows you to be alive and to create another day. Slowly bring your hands down onto your knees, palms facing upwards, and relax. As you become more present and grateful, bring yourself back to a moment in time where you made something truly magical happen. What's something that you could look back at any time that looked almost impossible, but ended up coming true? Witness it right now as if it's happening again, and relive that moment, feeling it, seeing it, becoming a part of it now. Feel the power of what it feels like to see something impossible coming true. What synchronicities had to come about to make that happen? Maybe there was a person you met or a coincidence that happened. How did it feel inside? Expand your soul with the knowing that anything is possible, that magic exists.
Now go back to that moment of manifestation and have a look at the components that allowed you to get there. Were you focused on what you wanted? Did you trust that you could get there, letting go of the details of how it was going to happen? Were you clear and specific on the outcome? And whether consciously or not, did you visualize and see it happening for you? And now, as you witness the power of you as a manifester, it's time to invest your energy on a future possibility. And it's time for an experiment with destiny. If anything is possible, what's one small thing that you can ask for right now to achieve? And using your power of manifestation, take the next 2 minutes to become more and more clear and specific on the outcome that you are after. Inviting in a sense about what it would feel like to see that outcome come true. Create a full sensory, emotional experience of what that future feels like right now. Allow this trust to draw the event to you, letting your visions and thoughts become your experience right now. as you feel the elevated emotions and feelings of this outcome coming true. Open your heart and allow in the trust and certainty that it is already yours. And now, allow this trust and certainty and this knowing inside to draw this event to you, to call forth what's necessary to make it happen, and to bring it to you in a way that surprises you, that excites you, and that proves to you that anything is possible. So that you witness your power and become even more motivated to do it again and again and again. Remember, when you are clear and specific about what you want, magic happens, synchronicity happens, and things unfold to allow you to be the magical creator that you truly are. And as you draw this event to you, also draw a force and energy into your heart, taking a deep inhale and locking in this power, this knowing and this trust, fueling you up for the day ahead. Igniting you, exciting you, and completely expanding who you are. receive it now in full gratitude and appreciation, giving thanks to the experience before it happened. As it is when you feel gratitude for something that has not yet happened that you teach your body that it is already here. And lastly, it's time to broadcast this gratitude and energy into the field, allowing it to impact the people around you. Imagine this power, allowing your loved ones, your family or friends to manifest what it is they truly want, and to receive more clarity and even more synchronicities to help them get there. And when you're ready, bring yourself back to a new body, a new being, a new space that you've created for yourself today. And slowly open your eyes and put a smile on your face. It's time to create another day.
Yes, yes, yes. Open your eyes. Feel free to open the chat and write one word to describe this experience for you. Do that real quick. Okay, I see insightful, full, vibrating, open, wow, wow, powerful, surrender, chills, lighter, culmination, love. So many beautiful words, you guys. All right, all right. Who's ready to ensure that this isn't a one-time experience? Who's ready to do just one more small thing that will allow you to make sure that this is going to happen this year? Awesome. Well, I'm going to put a link in the chat so you can stop with the words there so everybody could catch the link. And it's theclaritymapper.com. It's a fancy domain for a form that I created today for you guys. So just pull it up right now as we're here on the call. And it's just a form for you to fill out. And I'm going to go over the questions real quick so you can do it right now with us. Okay? So they're really simple. By the way, the reason I'm asking for your name and email here is what's going to happen are two things. When you're done filling out this form, I will email you back your answers. Not only that, I'm going to remind you of these answers later in the year and make sure you guys are taking the steps to get there. Who wants a little reminder to make sure that you're accountable? Amazing. Another thing is I'm going to gift you, when you submit this, the manifestation meditation that you just heard right here, and give you access to a few more meditations that you're able to use in order to manifest more things in your life. You can use this both to practice what you worked on today and to manifest in more areas of your life, because there are going to be more things you want to make happen. So there's the name, email address, and an optional phone number. And after that, the questions are these. What's your ultimate vision? So for this one, I want you to write the vision you saw today for that area of your life. Afterwards, it says your why. So I want to hear your why. What's the juice behind it? Why must this happen for you? Afterwards, it says feelings. I want to hear all the juicy feelings that you feel in your body when this manifestation occurs. Afterwards, it says who you get to become. Who's that version of yourself? What are the qualities of that way of being, of that person that you're stepping into? Below it are resources. Just write a few resources that are available to you right now to make this happen. Is it a book? Is it a teacher? Is it a guide? Is it something around you? Is it this community here and more festivals like this? Is it meditations? And then lastly, 3 things to integrate. This is where you make a commitment about 3 steps, 3 leaps you're going to take in this area of your life. All right. And then if you would like to also join the New Manifestation community on Facebook, you can select to do that and I can send you the details later. Is this clear to everyone? All right, let's take a couple minutes and fill this out using all the energy and power within you about what you've just created. And I'm going to give you guys a bonus opportunity at the end for those of you who want to create even more engagement for Emergence Festival. What's that ultimate vision? Why? What's going to juice you up? Why must this happen? Katie asks, what are resources again? What's available to you to help make this happen right now? And really think about, is it a teacher's mentor, is it a community, is it people you can reach out to, is it a book, is it even the Facebook group for Emergence Festival where you can ask more people in person what breakout room with you? What are some resources that you can use if you're resourceful right now to help push this forward? Kayla, I'll drop in the original link for you. It might help. All right, and just a reminder, when you guys finish submitting this, you'll see a link. It's like this long Dropbox link, nothing too official, at the very end after you click submit. And that's the meditation you just did today. So you can practice that every single day. Who here is excited to do that again? Maybe make it a daily practice.
Yes, I really want to do that again.
Amazing. So let's use our last minute here, and you guys can continue and get even deeper after this. Amani, I'll repeat the resources one more time for everybody. Where it says resources, what resources are available to you right now if you want to be resourceful to help make this happen? So maybe it's people in your life. Maybe it's a book that can guide you. Maybe it's a mentor you can hire or already have. Maybe it's just being a part of a community. It can be any little resources that are helpers that are available to you right now so you can take action. He can even be just yourself and your persistence or a daily commitment. I hope that makes true. Under feelings, these are feelings that you have when the vision comes true. Exactly, Brian. Yes. And you can get more in depth, but what I do want while you guys are finishing this up, I want some shares. So please raise your hands and just give me a couple of shares here. What's something you got out of this experience today? I'd love to hear some of you guys. What opened up for you about what you want to manifest, or what are you going to dare to do? If you want to be really, really daring, by the way, I dare you to write down one of your commitments about this goal in the Facebook group, in the Emergence Festival Facebook group. What do you think about that, Chelsea? Won't that be fun?
Yes.
Yeah.
I'd love for you guys all to share that in the Facebook group. We actually have this live streaming on there. So if you want to comment on that video, that would be the best place to put these.
Oh, that's a great idea. And here's why you should share it there, okay? It's not just for us to see your engagement, which is cool and awesome, and it'll empower other people to jump in and do this exercise as well. I want you to do that so that you declare, remember my story and how I shared with my community on the call what those things were that I was going to manifest and how it kept me accountable to making them happen. I want you guys to be like that committed that you're willing to share this out loud. So write down in the chat how you're feeling right now about this commitment, and who'd like to raise their hand. Are there any raised hands already? I can't see. Okay, we've got Michael. You want to share real quick? Yeah.
Okay, so my vision quest is to become a touring rock and roll artist and travel the world playing the stages of Ibiza and Playa del Carmen and Argentina in stadium mode with 40,000 to 80,000 people there. And that's all well and good, except for that we have this thing. We have a pandemic. And the way it seems to me to be able to overcome this pandemic is that we have to change our body's metabolism so that this is no longer a pathogen. We need to rewire our DNA.
Amazing. Well, what's like one thing you see for yourself to do in the next 90 days to push this forward?
Is to write the initial lines about how it's possible to rewire DNA.
Ooh, I love that. Who loves that? I would love to read that for sure. Biohacking. Yeah, Tiffany. Let's get one or two quick shares here from someone else who's going to jump in and share something that they either want to manifest or they got out of this experience, because we're wrapping up right now. Yes. I can't see your name. Uh-oh. Zoom is covering it. I think it's Chelsea. Yeah, Chelsea, go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah. During the meditation, I was thinking of the things I wanted, but also what came up for me were things that were actually inhibiting me from thinking of the things I deserved, maybe like relationship or situations that have happened. So I kind of brought light to those things that I need to let go of in order to fully accept what I really want, Does that make sense?
That makes so much sense. That's beautiful. I love that came up for you, because it really does require that overcoming your own resistances type of mindset. And one of the resources that are available to you is this incredible community, and really tapping into more people who are manifesting at the same time, and also making these habits and rituals a daily thing. So I do recommend you have the meditation now. Do it as a daily practice for 1 week, and let us know afterwards at the Emergence Festival group, how is that impacting you? Maybe enroll other people to do it too. My entire business, I'm just reminding you guys, started from a conference call to keep more people accountable. I didn't even plan it to be a business. So maybe your opportunity to keep yourself accountable is going to grow into something beautiful. So I really see that for you. And thanks for sharing.
Thank you.
All right. We have no more time. I'm already over time. So feel free to jump in and just write, one thing you got out of this experience. And to thank Chelsea, let's all thank Chelsea as well for bringing us here, for creating these opportunities. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Oh, you're so amazing.
Ashtahe, Ashtahe.
Let's all thank Yahli for sharing too. Let's rub our hands together.
Yahli, Yahli.
Thank you, Yahli.
Thank you.
Ilakesh alakesh.